Hey guys, how you doing today I finally finished making my video on how to make 3-milk cake, tres leches cake in Spanish. Like everyone knows it, it's a very traditional Mexican cake. It's basically a sponge cake soaked in milk, but because I know that there's many people with lactose intolerance, I don't add any milk. I don't use milk. So in the video you will find out what exactly I use. So with that being said, if you guys like my video, I would really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, share my video, and if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's get started. Here we go, guys. Today we will need 8 medium eggs, please room temperature. Don't mind about my vanilla extract, I will not be using that. I will share a secret recipe with you. We will add 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. As you can see, I am using a KitchenAid. This is a great blender. It's a one-time buy and you will love it because it will last forever. I am using a high speed on my KitchenAid. This way we will incorporate air into our batter. Leave it on high speed for about 10 to 15 minutes. My blender was in full speed for about 15 minutes. As you can see, the batter has risen enough and it has air incorporated. Time to move on to the next step. As you can see, I'm using half of a cup of milk. This is the only cup of milk I'm using, and it will not hurt your tummy if you are lactose intolerant. This is my secret ingredient. The flour that I'm using, it's a mix for pancakes. It's actually Mexican. This is the box right here, and you would not need anything else. You will need baking powder, nor you will need vanilla extract because it has everything and it is very flavory. It smells really good. And you won't have to sift it. Now, if you want to use all-purpose flour, you can, but you will have to do all the things that I mentioned before. Now we will be adding the flour, alternating between flour and milk. Make sure you, before moving on to adding a little bit of milk or adding more flour, make sure you dissolve all the flour into the batter, just like this. Make sure you take your time doing this because what we're looking for is to dissolve the flour but not deflate our batter. Okay, this step is a little complicated, but just take your time. What I'm doing here is checking for all the flour crumbs that you see to be totally dissolved, And this takes time, ladies. As you can see, it takes time to do this, it requires a lot of patience. While I do this, I like to listen to music, and I also enjoy baking, so this is a time where I get to enjoy myself. This recipe is enough for to divide it into equal parts into 2 pans of 9-inch diameter. You divide this into 2 equal parts, and you will come up with a 9-round cake, and the height should be around 4 inches tall. Now, if you want to do a larger cake, let me give you an example. I have 12-inch pans, which I have to do 2 times of the recipe so this recipe will fill up a 12-inch round pan. And if I want to do a 12-inch cake that will be as tall as 4 inches, I have to double the recipe. Quick tip, ladies, in order for you to know if your cake is ready, go ahead and touch the metal part of it, and if it's not jiggly and if it's firm, then it's ready. Definitely is ready. All right, so I'm taking it out because obviously it's ready. Make sure you let it cool down for a few minutes before you unmold it. Moving on to the next part, here is what I use for the milk. I use half and half. So I mixed up 2 cups of French vanilla coffee creamer with 2 of the half and half, 2 liter. And that way it's not really sweet because our sponge cake is already sweet. So here we go, let's mix it up. And it's going to be ready to soak the sponge cake. So at this time, I can't really tell you how much to add. Just add enough. If you like it really moist, add more. If you like it less, then don't add a lot. But it depends on the preference. My family loves it really moist, so I add extra. As you can see, I unmolded my cake and put it back into the pan, so it will, as I moisten it, it will not be pouring out any milk. Oh, not milk, but you know what I'm saying. So it's really moist. Now go ahead, wrap it up with the plastic. I like to do it overnight so it will really incorporate all the milk. But you can do it like 2 hours prior to decorating your cake. Alright, this has been everything for today. I'm leaving you guys with a very simple decoration, and love you and take care. See you next time. Bye bye.